So I'm making this video because um, I realize that sometimes we get really down on ourselves, and me too, and that's why I'm making this video. I'm not just making it for you all. I'm making it for me too. Sometimes we get really down, and please forgive the bags under my eyes. I'm really tired. I had a really bad nightmare last night. I was up, going through a lot of stuff right now. So, I decided to stay awake because I'm like, don't go back to bed because you mess up your rhythms, all kind of stuff. Anywho, so I found that the reason why I'm so hard on myself is because I'm always constantly comparing myself to other people, or comparing myself to a person that was at a different time. And what I mean by that is, like the weight loss that I had 20 years ago, the success of my weight loss isn't the same that I'm having right now. And that's because I'm 20 years older and things are different, what is it called? Premenopausal, and my body's changing, and all kinds of things are happening. And then, not to mention, I'm reading all these magazines and looking at all these stories online about how, people and their success stories. And I'm just trying to fit myself into, their bubble. And that's not a healthy thing to do. You should never compare yourself with even yourself from 20 years ago. Definitely shouldn't compare yourself to anybody else. You are who you are. You are you. You. And there's nobody else like you. There's nobody else but you. You are you. And you should never compare yourself to anybody else, ever, because you will never measure up. You won't even measure up to yourself 20, 30 years ago. You just simply won't. It's biologically impossible. Okay? So what you have to do today is assess where you are right now and start taking the steps that you need to move you in the direction that you want to go. Are you going to get there like you did 20 years ago? No. Are you going to get there like the person that you read in the article who just lost weight in 60 days and they had all this muscle? No. You can only compare to yourself by journaling, keeping good track, like keeping record, measuring your progress along the way, and even measuring the times that you don't feel so successful, so that you have an idea of when you start to feel down on yourself. You have to do this. You have to really, really, really invest that time into measuring everything that's happening in your world while you're trying to be successful. That's the only way. If you were in school, your measurement would be your grades. Your measurement would be your attendance. Your measurement would be, what your professors think about you on a regular basis. That's the measurement. That's all based on things that's happening in your reality right now, if you were in school. So that's where you have to kind of base it. And you have to be able to be okay with sometimes your measurement may be off today, and then maybe tomorrow it'll be okay. You got to be okay with that, because not every day is a good day. I don't know where anyone and everyone gets in their mind that if they have a bad diet day, and I'm saying diet day because that's how we think of it as, I hate diets. I hate diets, but whatever lifestyle changes you're trying to embark upon, we have this crazy idea of it. It's almost like we want to wake up skinny and we get mad because we don't, but we know that that's impossible. We have to be okay with where we are right now. And we have to move from this place, this present moment. There's only one moment, and that's now. And when I said that, it's now the past. So what I'm saying right now is happening now, but really not. It stepped into my mind for a minute. You can do this. But what you have to do is allow yourself the understanding that it's one day at a time. And let's break it down even more. It's one moment. And it's what you give this moment. And you need to measure that. Okay? Measure that. You are enough. You've always been enough. And just like Dorothy, right? Wizard of Oz, it's always been inside of you. Okay? You are a walking book of knowledge of how to love and treat yourself. You really are. And you're a walking book of knowledge of how you want to feel and look and be. No one else can tell that to you. You can't read in a magazine or an online article. You can't look at somebody else's story. This is your story. Okay? You're enough. You're good enough. You're fit enough. Even if you don't feel fit. Right? Even if you don't think so. But you are. Every day that you move forward toward your goal, you are enough. And eventually, your efforts will meet and match where you're trying to go. You just have to live in that place. You have to grow in that space. Okay? Don't hold yourself to somebody else's standards. You'll never measure up. But if you hold yourself to your own standards, you will always be enough. Okay. Be fit. Be joyful. Be fabulous. Have a great day.